Joe from Keto Coffee here, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that's really trendy. People will call it bulletproof coffee or keto coffee or whatever, paleo coffee. I don't really care what you call it. The point is it's coffee mixed with a fat, and in this case we'll be using clarified butter, ghee, which is we take grass-fed dairy and boil it down so that it clarifies, removes all the dairy components, and becomes more nutrient dense. And MCT oil, which is medium chain triglycerides or something like that. And anyway, medium chain fatty acids and a little bit of collagen protein. The three of them mixed creates a coffee that you can have actually as a breakfast, almost like a coffee shake, put it that way. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm an expert on the nutritional benefits of this. All I can say is I've been drinking coffee like this for over a year, and it allows me to feel full in the morning without spiking my insulin. And that's all I know. And what you need to know is that each cup of this can have anywhere from 200 to 400 calories. So be careful when making this at home. We're gonna be using an AeroPress today. The other thing I want to say on the whole keto coffee or whatever name you want to call it is there's tons of information on YouTube. So check it out. Just do a search. Bulletproof coffee, keto coffee, coffee and butter, coffee and fats, and you will find a whole bunch of information. And the other thing to remember is there's very little scientific evidence to show what this nutritional beverage can or can't do for your body. So again, everything's anecdotal. Check it out for yourself, and I'm gonna guide you through what I do to enjoy coffee and fat. First ingredient, what I'm gonna do is grab a blender. We happen to have a Vitamix here at home. Great, you can see ours is well used. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put basically about a tablespoon of MCT oil. And again, grass-fed butter that we've boiled down to ghee. It's amazing. So I'm gonna take a tablespoon of that and get my blender ready. And finally, one little teaspoon scoop of collagen, which helps you with your nails, your skin, your bones, and it's a clean source of protein. One thing I forgot to mention about the fact that for thousands of years, people in Africa, and particularly the Ethiopians, used to grab animal fat and put it around the coffee cherry and eat it before they went into tribal wars with each other. To this day in Africa, ghee is added to coffee as a beverage. So this is not a new concept, it's been done for thousands of years. But you can do it right here in your home without going to war with anybody, unless it's somebody you don't like. So I've got my blender ready with my three ingredients. I'm gonna place that to the side. Now we're going to be loading up our AeroPress. AeroPress comes apart, it's a piston. I like to say that it makes the full-bodied of a French press, the cleanliness of a drip paper filter, and the pressure extraction of an espresso all into one plastic BPA-free contraption. So what I'm gonna do here is get my water to boil. I'm gonna bring it to boiling and then just let it settle. You never want boiling water to go over the coffee grounds because it will over-extract, maybe enhance the bitterness in the caffeine. And I'm going to, using my Barazza Virtuoso, is pre-grind some espresso ground coffee. So there's many different recipes for AeroPress, but if you use this, finely ground for espresso, over like a total of probably 60 seconds by the time I get it all done, and then slowly pressed, you're gonna have a beautiful full flavored coffee. What I'm gonna do here is I love to weigh everything so that everything's exact. So I take out my Scali scale and I teared it off, and what I wanna do is get 18 grams of coffee in here for this recipe. Perfect, 19, that's okay. 1 gram extra boost of caffeine. Level my bed. My coffee has come off boil. All I'm gonna do is fill the chamber. So I'm using what's called an inverted method for AeroPress. There's many different ways you can do it. I like to see what I'm doing and have it stay in the chamber rather than dripping into the coffee mug as you see on the original recipe. Take my paddle, stir, because I can feel that there's dry grounds in there on the bottom, even though we poured hot water. It's very important in coffee extraction, is that all the coffee grounds get wet. Just place my paddle off to the side. Many different types of filters. We also have cloth filters from Coffee Sock that you can use if you don't want to use paper filters. These are oxygenated bleached filters. What I like to do is add just a drop of my hot water so that it holds the filter in place and removes any potential papery taste. Coffee is stirred. I'm going to put on the lid, get rid of some of the air. And now what I'm going to do, flip over on top of my mug and just use the weight of my forearm to do a nice gentle press over the next several seconds. The flavor of this volume of shot is more akin to, I want to call like an espresso shot with a little bit of hot water, I guess, or a long espresso. If you don't like the strength of this first press, what you do is you just add a little bit more hot water to suit your taste. And which I will do, because in the mornings when I have this drink, I like the flavor, but I don't want it to be as heavy as an espresso. I like it a little lighter and crisp. So what I'll do in this case is I'm just gonna top it up with just a touch of hot water, and now I'm gonna dump this into my Vitamix. So again, MCT oil, ghee, and collagen. Just gonna rev this up until I see the color change. And there is about 400 calories of pure goodness for breakfast. Feel free to add other ingredients such as cinnamons, nutmegs, adaptogen powders. I've heard all kinds of things for this nutritious drink.